So, Bill, congrats on the quarter. It seems like a big tailwind for your company would be the increases in CapEx spending for the hyperscalers and, in general, just the sense of the AI build-out. Were there any other tailwinds that investors may not be aware of?
No, I think center stage for us is the AI build-out. No question. I think if you track our company's performance, it tracks really well with 2 or 3 years ago when we first all started hearing about AI clusters. And I think from the standpoint of who Credo is, we're a high-speed connectivity company. When we think about AI clusters, we all think about GPUs. From our perspective, we see 10,000 or 100,000 or even 1 million GPUs being connected together to create that AI cluster functionality. So we're really the company. It's great to see connectivity in the spotlight, given that from our perspective, it's the key enabler to the magic that happens with AI.
All right. One of your key products are, I believe they're called AECs. Correct me if I'm wrong on how you say it, but it basically...
That's right, active electrical cables.
Right, there we go. I didn't know if you call it an acronym, you call it something else shorter, because I don't think a lot of our audience is familiar with this particular product. Everybody knows what chips are, and we talk about NVIDIA and the other chip makers all the time, but your equipment is also very important because it connects right to the data centers. Why don't you just explain to the audience what your cords do and why these AECs have become more popular than copper and other types of cables?
Sure. Now, we envisioned this product line, going back more than a decade. What we've seen, the data center driving, is the need for much higher bandwidth. There's lots of challenges that come with going higher speed. You see all the purple cables there. Those are connecting GPUs. They're connecting GPUs to switches. They're connecting switches to switches. So all of these connections are really ubiquitous within the data center. And if we look historically, we grew into a market that was one choice or another, which was passive copper or optical connections. What we've done is extend the life of copper. And if we think about the key characteristics that make our solution popular with AI clusters, it's really, first and foremost, reliability. We're moving 800 billion bits of information per second consistently over many years, without having a single failure. So it's reliability that's key. When we think about an AI cluster, just one connection between those 10,000 or 100,000 GPUs can take the entire cluster down. So that's become first and foremost. Next thing is we're much better from a power efficiency perspective. And third, of course, there's system cost benefits from using our AECs compared to optical connections.
All right, so Bill, I've done a little calculations myself. Looking at Amazon, their CapEx this year is going to grow by 42%, Microsoft by 36%, Alphabet by 62%. Can you give our audience a sense, what percentage of this CapEx growth goes to your company? Where do AECs fit in all this? And also, as people try to manage these data centers with less power, how does your company fit in?
Sure. I think the overall CapEx trend is definitely wins the sale for us. It's hard to say that we're going to be a huge percentage of that spend, but I think if we look at it over time, definitely increasing. I think power efficiency is top of the list right now. Now, if we look at the challenges of powering these next generation gigawatt data centers.
Right. Do AECs use less power than the copper cables and those other cables you were talking about?
Well, I think the right comparison is a comparison to optical cables. Mm-hmm. And roughly we're about twice as energy efficient, or half the power for a given link.
All right. Credo having a big run over the last year. Bill Brennan, congratulations to you. Stock's up over 300% over the last year. I'm sure things are going really good in your offices these days. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, it's great to be in the spotlight. We've been at this for more than a decade, so this is fun for our team to see this kind of execution.